want any veggies over here?
Oh yeah, veggies too. Tomatoes, veggies, onions.
Okay. What about the red wine vinegar and olive oil?
Sure.
Get the mayo and bacon on there too. You gotta get it the Mike's way. You gotta get it all.
Ah.
Anything else on here?
I think I'm good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Cool. It's our
Cool.
first time trying this. Thank you for coming in.
Hey.
What you get? Hi guys.
First things first, I've never been here before. What is the best-selling menu here, and what would you describe like the menus when you see a person like me who never?
Well, we when people like you come in, we know it's your first time staring at everything.
Yeah.
So what I try and do is I recognize that, and I'll just tell you a little bit about our menu. First off, meats and cheeses are privately labeled for Jersey Mike's, very high quality, similar to what you would get over at Whole Foods or Fresh Market. We bake our bread throughout the day, so it's always fresh. What I would do if I saw you coming in, I'd introduce you to our menu. We have cold subs, fresh sliced subs. So if you ordered a turkey and provolone, which is one of the best sellers, we pull out the big slab of provolone and the turkey, we slice it fresh for you right in front of you. So, but the number one seller nationwide is the number 13, the original Italian. It's our staple product. It's one of the reasons why we're the fastest growing restaurant chain in America.
Wow.
But then we have cheesesteaks. We have sirloin cheesesteaks and chicken cheesesteaks. And the Big Cahoon is the number one seller in Louisiana.
Oh.
It comes in steak or chicken.
I guess different region has different tastes, and they have trends.
Jersey Mike's. Well, you can't see it behind me. It's from obviously New Jersey, and predominantly cold sub, fresh sliced market. When it moved here to the south in Louisiana, the product mix flipped from majority of our subs are hot cheesesteaks compared to up north or other markets where the majority is the fresh sliced subs. I think it's because here in New Orleans, people are used to the hot po' boys.
Yeah, right.
That's just their flavor.
What is the background story of how you got
Well,
into
the background story is my father was a chef. He was catering, and I was like a dishwasher from the time I could imagine until high school. And I just worked for my dad, walked around, followed him around, enjoyed the industry, so to speak. And then I, got out of college and I got a job with Domino's. I worked there for over 33 years.
Wow, 33 years.
In operations and in management, executive leadership. But how I got here was Domino's afforded me the opportunity to travel a lot. And when I was in an airport or a major city, Jersey Mike's was there, and I was like, I tasted the food. I fell in love with the food. And the food quality and the flavor profile, from our fresh meats and cheeses to the fresh vegetables. And the most important thing, and you'll try it today, is the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil and spices. It just takes the sub to another level.
Wow, that's impressive. So you just fell in love eating.
And I was getting a point in my life where I was doing very well at Domino's, but I didn't own anything. And I was thinking once my youngest got through high school, I was going to start a business. I was going to franchise some brand, or I wanted to be able to leave something for my children. And I researched a lot of brands. Just kept coming back to Jersey Mike's. So on the weekends, I would there weren't any Jersey Mike's in Mississippi or Louisiana. On weekends, I would go over to Pensacola, Florida, or I'd go to Dallas, Texas, and just do my research. And I'd just go to the restaurant, start at like 10 a.m., and just be like a customer and watch the flow, watch the operation, watch the clientele, and count. Just like, okay. I would talk to some of the people who work there just to get a better feel. And once I did that, I started researching the company. Want to get on TV? So I started researching the company, and I think what did it for me was the culture. Jersey Mike's has a culture from 1956 when we started. We're always looking for opportunities to make someone's day. And I started to research more and more about the owner, Peter Cancro. His story, he was 14 years old or something, and He started, he was just made subs at the original one in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. He was an athlete, he played football. And I think it was summer of his senior year, he was going to college, and he heard the brother discussing that they were going to sell the business. And he went home and told his mom, they're going to sell the business. And she goes, why don't you buy it?
Oh, wow.
And he said he went up to his room, woke up in the morning, said, yeah. So
Grabbed the opportunity and just...
he went around to local people knocking on doors, asking to borrow money to buy the business.
Oh, wow, because he's young.
And yeah, he was 17 years old.
Oh.
His old football coach happened to be the local banker and loaned him the money. And he bought it.
Wow.
And it's the only job he's ever had.
Wow.
So
That's inspiring.
Yeah, Peter Cancro, The American Dream. It's a story about him and how he became who he is.
Wow.
And why he's only had one job his entire life. He's the CEO of Jersey Mike's Subs now.
Is there a book published for that story?
Not
No.
that I'm aware.
I think it's gonna be a good
There
one.
will be one.
Okay.
There will be.
That's cool.
Yes.
Some franchises I've heard was like you do your own thing kind of thing, you know?
No.
Yeah.
The good thing about Jersey Mike's is they're very involved. From selection of the franchisee, myself, I went through 2 to 3 interviews before I could get approved to even apply to franchise.
Oh wow.
Before they wanted to make sure that I was the right fit, the right candidate for Jersey Mike's.
How long did it take you to be successful in your terms?
The day I opened.
A day of it all.
And that's not really being arrogant or pompous. It's an accomplishment, you know. And it's hard for businesses to make money. You know, we're doing fine. You know, we're doing well. It was hard. There was a lot of sleepless nights, but to answer your question, the day we turned on the open sign.
Do you own more than one store like this?
Yes.
Oh really?
We have 3. We have our first one we opened in Hammond, Louisiana in June of 2017. In January of 2018, we opened Slidell. And it just so happens that 1 year ago today, we opened this store. It's our anniversary. Mandeville, July 28th, 2021.
Really?
So we have 3 stores, and we're looking for other opportunities to grow.
Do you think people order more offline?
65 come in, 35 will use the app or digital.
How many employees are there per day, I would say?
We employ close to 100 in our 3 stores, but to running, probably 12 to 14 a day.
That's a lot. That's more than what
Yeah, we have a lot of prep work we have to do, and never really slows down, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of breaks around here.
Yeah. Oh, and also I noticed online how you guys open every single day.
10 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're closed on Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So we get 3 days off a year.
How do you manage all of that? Like
Great people.
When I walked around, asking people to interview, I had some great conversation, and one of them was, even though business is hard in general, the hardest part is keeping the employees and managing employees. And I feel like you have a great skill. Do you have particular mindset when you hire someone?
We have a saying here at our franchise: if you can't smile, you can't work here. So when someone walks through the door and they have energy and they're positive, whether they're 15 or 25, I connect with them, and you have to have a positive image. You have to project a certain way to work here. And it means a lot to me. And if you go to any of our stores, our image is very important to me. When you walk into our restaurants, you're going to have people that treat you are friendly. And we know that a lot of people walk through our door a day, and we have about a 99% hit rate on great customer service. We don't hire people, we select people.
So it's more about quality than quantity, I guess?
Yes, and they got to smile. They got to be positive. They have that great attitude. Hire the smile, train the skill. If you can't smile, it's probably not going to work out here. And they're like, oh man, I'm really shy.
Well, I'm shy. I'm filming. I had to break out because I also have a language barrier, I had to learn the language living 4 years.
I was very impressed with you so far. Well, you said you've only been here 4 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're really growing.
Thank you. Do you have anything else to say about the business or?
One thing that we do every year that we're very, very proud of is it's called our month of giving. So every year, every Jersey Mike's location in the month of March, so I would say it's a fundraiser. This year, nationwide, we chose Special Olympics. They had their Olympic Games in Orlando. And so that month, and then the last Wednesday of March every year, every Jersey Mike's Subs restaurant in America donates 100% of their sales to the charity, which in this case, in 2022, was the Special Olympics. And
I didn't know that.
It's life-changing. We're making a difference in people's lives. Nearly $75,000 in real cash to local charities in 5 years. And it makes me really proud. Total for our company.
Oh, total. Wow.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
this year was a record. Jersey Mike's nationwide raised over $20 million for the Special Olympics. Every store in America donated every sale, every penny to the Special Olympics. So I'm really proud of that. We find ways to give back. You know, my philosophy is the answer is yes. What's the question? So if you came in and asked me, we need $1 million for a new dance studio or a new football field, I would say, I can't do that, but here's what I can do. Try not to say no. Every little kid that comes in here with their dance uniform on, or cheer, or baseball, we try and give as much as we can. So we're a company that gives. We give to give, not to receive.
I think one of the greatest mindset that most entrepreneurs have is that they always try to share rather than take, And I feel like because they have that kind of mindset, they actually gain more energy and positivity and skills and everything that, revolves around entrepreneurship grows like a snowball. And I feel like that's one of the traits that I also want to have, meeting people like you, I want to learn more and get positive energy, Last question would be, do you have any life advice for teenagers my age or anybody else that, may be interested in opening a business like this?
Just be a dreamer. Dream big. This young kid in here, Corbin, he's 15 years old, 16 years old, whatever he is. I would just say, just dream big. You can do anything that you want to do. If you say you can't, you won't.
Yeah, that's true.
And do the right thing when no one's looking. Integrity goes a long way. So I would say dream and be honest. Whatever it is, if you want to be a teacher or a nurse or a professional athlete, you got to dream. This was my dream. And my dream came true.
Thank you for the interview so much. I really had a good time and I learned a lot today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.